G'day folks! This video is number 200 from Cortezerino, and in celebration of this small milestone, I've decided to bring you a list of my top 5 best videos. Now, in compiling this list, I didn't consider any of my tutorials, and I didn't consider view count when deciding which videos to put in. These are just my top 5 personal favorites. Beginning with number 5 is my Elven house time-lapse. My most popular series right now is my Elven Nation time-lapse series, and this is a video that started it all. So I was always going to pick one of these time lapses to be in the top 5, and I'm putting this one in because it's where I do some things for the first time that made the series so successful. I'm using Silda's vibrant shaders for the first time, and I'll also experiment with the music, using some things a bit edgier than normal, which I've completely embraced now.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game.
I'd always planned to build a lot of trees around the building, but when I realised I was building in a hilly biome, I was forced to use materials other than wooden leaf blocks for the first time. And it's also the first time I've bothered to furnish the insides of the buildings in my time lapses. I think my favourite bits in this time lapse are the 2 unique bridges, the harp, and the orange tree at the end. Number 4, Iron Knight Rises. This one is the 4th Let's Play episode in Season 3, and it's named for everyone's favourite Iron Golem. But to get the backstory, we need to go back to episode 1.
Oh no.
All the Diamond Society members were transported to Season 3 when Curly and Gexu accidentally activated the Stargate. But it wasn't until the 2nd episode that I realised Backup had been left behind in Season 2. Hang on a minute. Where's Backup? Episode 3 rolls around, and I attempt to fight a wither without my best buddy's help. And that's when Backup finds my decapitated head on the Stargate. And that's where we find ourselves in episode 4, Iron Knight Rises. Fearing the worst, Backup embarks on an epic quest to find a functioning Stargate to rescue me. This episode's a lot of fun, and it ends with me realising that Mr. Cuddles has also been left behind in Season 2. I'll just get another cat. Number 3, Backup, the Great and Powerful. We're reaching into the archives for this one. This is the oldest video on my top 5 list. It stands out because this is the very first time I attempted a time lapse. I recorded it with my camera account, but set it up in the wrong position, so the build was only taking up half of the screen. So this forced me to get a little bit creative. Leaving the time lapse, we find Cortezerino preparing to fight a wither without backup for the very first time, but things quickly go wrong. Oh, no, I'm not ready. Once again, our best buddy comes to the rescue. To show our appreciation, we spend the rest of the episode making Backup his very own room in the base. Although I'm not quite sure about letting Backup do the interior decorating. Be sure to stay tuned for the post-credit scene, which will probably go over the heads of my younger viewers. And number 2 is my medieval village time-lapse. Some of you might be surprised that this isn't number 1. It's by far my most viewed video, and probably the first video most of my subs watched. In preparation for this video, I designed all the houses in Creative first, then spent an entire week building the village in survival on the Diamond Society server. The village itself didn't take a week to build, but I recorded everything with the replay mod, and the videos took a few days to edit and put together. I was a bit surprised that this video took off the way it did. It sat there for 4 months, slowly accumulating about 6,000 views. And suddenly it just took off, getting about 200,000 views over just a couple of months. And finally, number 1, Night's Dawn, The Legend of Backup. You're probably seeing a bit of a theme here. I do love my Backup episodes. Previously, I'd done short machinimas inside Let's Play episodes, but this is the first and only attempt at doing an entire machinima episode. This was an immense amount of work, and though it's far from perfect, it's taking my number 1 spot. In this video, we learn the origin story of Backup. Orphaned by his most hated enemy, a wither, Backup is raised by the Night's Watch and rises to the rank of Lord Commander. But the castle is soon overrun by the undead, and Backup escapes with a captured wildling. In the months that follow, Backup teaches his new friend how to build and the mysteries of redstone. But when the companions stumble upon the village of Backup's childhood, Backup faces a choice. I think the best thing about this video is that I've managed to tell a pretty compelling story with using pretty much no dialogue. So that was my top 5 personal favourite videos, and you'll find the links for all of these down in the description. But what I'll also do is I'll throw in links to a few other videos that weren't quite good enough to make the top 5, but they stand out in my memory just for their quirkiness. And I'll also put a link in to my all-time favourite scene from Season 2 of the Diamond Society, which isn't even in one of my videos.
Happy Easter prank hunt, 4 Easter eggs to collect. What? No. No. No, stop.
This is a video from my buddy BC, and this scene is him finding a few little surprises that I've left in his base.
Man, is everything in my base trap, dude, for real?
So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my top 5 list, and if you've got a favourite that wasn't in the list, let me know in the comments, and I will see you all in video number 201.